Alrighty, good morning. I hope you guys are all doing well this morning, wherever you are. Welcome. My name is Bethany. If this is your first class with me, if not, miss you guys. Hope to see you in person soon. Today's class, we are going to focus on our Anahata chakra, so our heart chakra, and with this chakra, it's kind of the bridge between the lower three and our upper three chakras. And so this one, we're kind of moving from these grounded, very human, essential, basic needs into these more ethereal, kind of divine spaces, if you will. And so what I wanted to kind of relate it with today is I feel like there's a lot of fear and stuff still going around. So we're in the midst where we were in quarantine. Now we're starting to come out, and you see a lot of fear-based stuff, right? People mad at people wearing masks, people mad at people not wearing masks, people afraid for their loved ones and stuff. And so I kind of wanted to relate with this heart space today with fear. And so with an open heart chakra, it's this expansive, almost radiant sense of well-being. And because I can't say it better myself, for today's class, I kind of want to think about Ram Dass said this. So what does the voice of fear whisper to you? Fear speaks to you in logic and reason. It assumes the language of love itself. Fear says, I want to make you safe, while love says, you are safe. Fear says, give me symbols, give me frozen images, give me something I can rely on, while loving truth says, only give me this moment. And so as we move through the class, I want you to stay in that kind of mental space, right? And so there's a little bit of confusion too. I do want to make one small little note. So the heart chakra obviously gets confused a lot with like love, right? It's very cliched. This is not like an overly emotional kind of sense of attachment love. That's much more our sacral chakra space. So this space, like I said, it's that expansive, all-encompassing, unconditional love for yourself and for others, for your shadow side and for your light side, for yours and others. If the space is in balance, you're going to feel compassionate, you're going to feel light, you're going to feel warm to other people. And if you're out of balance in this one, you might be feeling a little judgmental, like we just talked about, right? You might be feeling jealousy, envy, all these things. And then there's also the other side of that imbalance where it's almost you give too much, right? You're doing everything for others, but nothing for yourself. And you don't know how to draw those healthy boundaries. And it typically could be with family or it might be with work stuff going on. And so learning to draw those boundaries and have that self-love and compassion and respect for yourself. I find that tends to be a much more female kind of thing, right? We give to everyone and then we almost get resentful about it. So if you're feeling any of those things, you might be out of balance. And that one's kind of hard to tell because you're like, well, I'm loving, I'm giving, right? And so you got to draw healthy boundaries. So as you're ready, let's come on to all fours. And we're going to explore the space through class today. If you'd like to join a playlist, today I am in my No Church in the Wild playlist under Bethany Lord Spotify, but you can turn on any music you enjoy, really. So grab your music. If you're getting on that playlist with me, I'll give you another couple seconds. And then we're all going to hit that first song together, hit play on your own personal playlist. Start moving around into some cat-cows. As you exhale, chin to chest. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart and eyes. At any point you're ready, start to get a little more organic in your movements. Our heart chakra is really about coming into this space of equanimity, right? It's, like I said, it's the bridge between the lower, more human chakras and the upper, more ethereal, heavenly chakras. So maybe you're feeling a little bit raw in your heart space today. We're going to be practicing some heart openers, but we're also going to practice a few little heart closers if that's more you today. Take 3 more rounds of breath. And on your next exhale, tuck the toes, lift your hips into down dog. Begin to pedal your heel. When you're ready, begin to come into stillness. Finding stillness either in your down dog or if you prefer child's pose. I want to start us in a 3-part breath. And so even with our breath, we can actually feel the heart expand. You can feel that space. So take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, sigh the breath out through your mouth. And on your next inhale, you're just going to take the first third of that breath into the low belly. Pause. Take the next third into the upper belly. Pause and hold. And then take that final deep inhale right into the chest. Hold your breath. Feel that part of your heart expand and open. Exhale, gently release. Doing that one more time. Take the first inhale to the low belly. Pause. Take the next breath into the upper belly. Pause. And then finally into the chest. Exhale, sigh that breath out. If you're in child's pose, you'll meet us back in down dog. Looking to the top of your mat, just gently tiptoe the feet to the backs of your hands. Hanging over into forward fold. Soften your knees. Begin to allow the belly to rest on your thighs. Tuck your chin and you can gently nod your head yes. No, make sure you're not holding on to any tension behind your heart space. And then looking at your toes, lift them, spread them, press them down evenly. Your next inhale, you're going to slowly roll all the way up. Take your time. Let your arms just hang. And arriving in your mountain pose, arms gently sweep open to the side walls. Take your shoulders, roll them down and back. Close your eyes right here. So feeling rooted through the feet. Let that feeling come all the way up through the thighs. Draw the low belly in, knit the rib cage in. And then draw your head back over your pelvis. So feeling strong and rooted, but also light in this space. Coming back into that 3-part breath one more time. So take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, just the first third, low belly. Pause. Next breath in, upper belly. Pause. And then inhale right into the chest. Hold that breath. Feel your heart open. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, first third. Pause. Second half. Pause. And one more big sip of breath. Exhale, let it go. Blink the eyes open, arms circle overhead. As you exhale, dive forward. Inhaling, hands to shins, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms as you step back, left foot, low lunge. Breathe in. And as you exhale, plant your palms, step back, down dog. Coming forward into plank. Knees or toes melt to the earth. Tops of feet press down as you flip them over. We're going to inhale, little baby cobra. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale, lift higher. Maybe you float the hands. Exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes. Take an inhale. Plant the hands. Press up. Exhale, down dog. Left heel to sky. As you exhale, step that left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, drop the right knee. Top of right foot down. Come on up. Sink into the space. And sliding back, half splits. You can touch the hands down to floor blocks or float them back with you. Inhale pulls us forward. Exhale, hands down. Tuck those right toes, step to the top of your mat. Hands to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Circle the palms, look up. Exhale, big upper back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive. Hands to shins. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back right foot. Make sure your left knee is over heel as you inhale, press the floor away. As you exhale, step back to down dog. Come forward through your inhale. All the way down. Tops of feet press down. Inhale. Floaty baby cobra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Tuck the toes, plant the hands. On the inhale, press plank. Exhale, down dog. Left, nope, right heel rises. Exhale as you step it forward. Breathe in, and as the exhale comes, drop the left knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide back. Inhale forward. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the left toes, step to the top of your mat. Hands to shins as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you come all the way up. Exhale, press the feet down. Try to stay light through that heart space. Inhale up. Exhale, dive. Inhaling, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the palms, step back left foot. Breathe in, strong here. Exhale, down dog. Inhale as you come forward through your plank. Knees or toes all the way to the floor. Tops of feet press down. Inhale, lift. Maybe this time you hold and reach back. Shine your heart forward more. Exhale, tuck the toes, plant the palms. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Left heel to sky. Step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee as you inhale, holy city. As you exhale, side back half splits. Adding on a little bit here, we're going to come forward on that inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left hand high, big twist. Take your right foot like a kickstand behind you as you move right through a modified side plank. You could hold, or we're going to grab a hold of that left foot, spread the toes, press back, almost like you're doing bow pose. Send the hips slightly forward, draw the head and toes back. Do that beautiful stretch. Inhale, release. Step that left foot right back to the top of your mat. Inhale. As you exhale, step forward. Hands to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, big upper back bend. Breathe in. Exhale, dive. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the palms, step back right foot. Breathe in, maybe you float the fingers. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling plank. Knees or toes all the way to the floor. Tops of feet press down. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra, or lift. Slide those arms, spread your fingers, reach. And exhale, pull them back. Plant the palms, tuck the toes. Press right into plank. Down dog. Right heel rises. Step right foot forward. Drop the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Slide back. Inhale pulls us right back forward. Left hand down, right hand high, nice big twist. Moving right into that side plank, so take the left foot behind you. Pivot on those toes, open up. Catch the top of the foot or hold. So keeping in mind expansion. Where can we open? Where are we holding on to those blocks? Release as you inhale. Exhale to the top of the mat. Come back center on the inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Hands to shins as you breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, pull back. Elbows go wide like a field goal. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to shins, breathe in, draw the belly in tight, shoot your heart forward of your toes. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back left foot. Low lunge as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Coming forward through your inhale. Exhale, melt to the earth. Tops of feet press down. This time, slide the arms forward, like your instincts pose. So forearms are parallel to one another, I'm pressing down through the feet. And then similar to up dog, I'm using my forearms to kind of draw my heart through my biceps. Press the feet down. You want to feel lots of length from the heels right to the crown of your head. Light squeeze of the inner thighs. Staying here, feeling a little bit of that openness behind your heart. Or if you'd like, we're going to straighten the arms and come into seal. Do a little external rotation with the forearms. Maybe you start to look up. Maybe you bend one or both feet. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Slide the hands back by your lowest ribs. Tuck the toes, inhaling plank. Exhale, down dog. Take your left heel to sky. Exhale, step that left foot by left thumb. This time we're going to inhale and come up full crescent lunge. Stay right here. Settle into this space. Watch that left knee is right over your heel. Taking the hands together. Index fingers pointing straight up, kind of Charlie Angel's fingers here. Sink into the lower half. And then begin to take your heart up. So as if there's a bungee cord in your core, I want you to feel your ribs begin to lift as you open and create more of a crescent shape from that right heel through the fingertips. And so exploring this space, right? If we're feeling, that fear response today, if you've got some stuff going on, totally normal, totally okay. You're not going to be as open and like fluid through this space. That's what this class is for. Can you find some expansion? I don't care if it's right here. I don't care if we need to be here today. If you're feeling really raw in that heart space, you might want to take prayer hands in front of your heart as a protection. So just be where you are, do what you can, but use this time to tune in. Like, how am I doing in this space? As you breathe into this here, try to let go of any fear. Just be in this moment. Be okay with this moment. Let your inhale pull you out. As you exhale, we're going to take right hand down, left hand high. You can always drop that right knee again. From here, we're going side plank. We did this the first round, knee down though. So if you want to keep knee down the whole time, keep your knee down. Rolling to the outer edge of that right foot, side plank, shoulder right over wrist. From here, if you got the knee down, you're going to catch that left foot and pull it back, or you're going to come with me into wild thing. Press the floor away. Fire up through the backside of your body. And coming back over. Everyone, come to down dog. Breathe. Looking to the top of your mat, bend your knees. You're going to hop or just tiptoe the feet to the backs of the hands, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you roll all the way up. Exhale, pull back. Inhale. Exhale, dive. Hands to shins as you inhale. Exhale, step back right foot. Inhale to that low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Coming forward like a wave through your inhale. Exhale, melt. Tops of feet down. Slide those forearms forward. Find that nice strong sphinx. You're more than welcome to stay right here. Really draw the heart through. It should feel like up dog on your forearms. If you want more, come with me as we straighten those arms. And if you want more, bend the knees as if you were going to touch your head to those toes, or maybe you can. And exhale, release. Tuck the toes, slide the hands back by the lowest ribs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Stay and breathe. And taking an inhale, right heel to sky. As you exhale, step that right foot by right thumb. Once you feel your feet set, inhale brings you up, crescent lunge. Try to get this front thigh a little more parallel to the earth as you settle in. And then odd interlace. Find those Charlie's Angels fingers. Drive that right knee forward. Begin to take your heart up. Let your breath guide you. Breathe into the space. Inhale pulls us up. As you exhale, left hand high. Nope, left hand down, right hand high. Breathe in. Moving into a side plank of your choice. You could always drop that left knee. Stack the feet. Press the floor away. And if you want it, take that right foot, step it behind. Inhale. Fill your body. Maybe even take that right arm to the side wall to really open across the chest. And coming back through, find your down dog. Stay and breathe. One more inhale. You exhale, look to the top of your mat, hop, step, or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in all the way up. Take your feet a little wider if you landed big toes together. And exhale, explore this last big back bend right here. Inhale, we'll pull you out. Exhale, hands through prayer. Stay and breathe. Let that come back down. And then gently take that off. Little Tibetan drum. Bringing your big toes back in underneath your hips, or big toes touching. Take an inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, hands to shins. As you exhale, step right back into plank. Melting all the way down. Slide those arms forward. And then from here, we're going to take the left arm and just bring it across in front for support. Reach back, catch that right foot, and then draw the heel towards your glute, half frog. If you can rotate the hands, the fingertips come over the toes, do so. Make sure that front of your hip, the little hip pointer, is really pressing down into the floor here. Just taking a nice quad stretch. As we move into some deeper back bends, definitely want to start to have the front of the body open as we really start to strengthen the back line. Gently release that foot. Bring your right arm forward for support. Catch the left foot. And as you exhale, begin to bring it in. Two more deep breaths. And as you exhale, gently release. Bring those hands back by your lowest ribs. Tuck the toes. Inhaling plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel to sky. As you exhale, step that left foot right by your left thumb. Inhale, crescent lunge. Coming back up. Settle into the lower half. And then Charlie's Angels, those fingers start to find more space to the upper half. Each time, can you find a little more space for 3, 2, inhale, pulls you neutral. Drop that right heel, warrior 2. Take a big inhale, still with those Charlie's Angels fingers. Find a little back bend here. And exhale, release the hands. They come behind your back. Interlace the fingers, press the palms together, and come forward. So your heart might just rest right on your thigh. You might start to drop your shoulder a little more inside the knee, or you might start to drop the crown of your head toward the arch of that left foot. Try not to stick your butt too much out to the side wall. Keep your left sit bone pointed back at your right heel for 3. Notice if you're resisting. 2. And 1. Release the hands. They come inside of that left foot. Walk them off to the diagonal. So my hands are actually going to come off my mat. I've got warrior 2 legs. Down dog in your chest. Surrender your heart to the floor for 3. Press the hips back for 2. And coming back center. Right hand inside. Pick up that right heel. Big twist. Open up. Move into your side plank. You could go knee down. And if you want it, left foot steps back. Wild thing. Open up. Looking down at that right hand. Step your left foot right back to the top of your mat. Bring the hands inside that foot. Melt down to that right knee, lizard pose. Stay here and breathe. You could come down to your forearms if you'd like. Make sure you're hugging that left knee into your left shoulder or tricep. And if you'd like a little more, we can come back and reach for that right foot with the left hand. And so here I want to really start to open up, pull the head back, again like I'm going to touch my big toe to the back of my head. Really try to take the heart up, and you can allow the left knee to fall open to the pinky toe edge of that foot. Just make sure your knee still stays over the heel. Stay and breathe. And gently release that foot. Come back center. Step back down dog. Coming forward through your breath. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Hold. Remember that Sphinx pose. This time we're dragging our hips through our hands. So roll your shoulders back, expand through the collarbones. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take your right heel to sky. As you exhale, you're going to step that right foot by right thumb. Set the feet, and as you inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Remembering your options. If you're feeling a lot going on through that heart, just bring your hands right to your heart center. Kind of close that space up. Sometimes we need that little bit of healing closing, right? Especially if you're one of those people you feel like you're struggling with boundaries these days. I would close that space. If you want more, inhale, arms up. Odd, interlace the fingers, Charlie's Angels. Sink in and start to explore your back bend here. Thinking of creating length through that whole lateral line. So from the outer edge of my foot all the way up the sides of my body. Allowing, never forcing. Inhale brings us to neutral. Drop that left heel. We're in warrior two. Inhale, go up, and as you exhale, just look up at the sky. Take your biceps by your ears, so we're finding a little bit of a back bend here. One more inhale. As you exhale, release the hands behind. Once again, odd interlace, switch your thumbs on top. Humble your warrior. Press into the floor with those feet. Use your breath in through your nose, out through your nose. One more inhale. As you exhale, release the hands. Walk them off to the diagonal, off the mat. Still warrior two legs. Down dog chest. And walk it back center. Ooh, those legs should just be on fire. Left hand down, right hand high. Find a big twist. Begin to move to your side plank. Hate carpet, if I haven't said that before. Step the right foot behind. Find your wild thing. Open up. Expand. I don't care what it looks like. Make it feel good. For 3, 2, and looking down at your left hand. Right foot will step right back to the top of your mat. Drop that back knee. Settle in. Stretch it out here. Coming a little deeper if that feels good in your body. And then if you did on one side, we'll come into that lazy lizard over here with a little bind. Whew. So just checking in with yourself. How are you feeling at this point in class? Are you feeling a little raw, or are you starting to feel yourself come back into that equilibrium? We really want to find the balance, right, between being overly emotional, remember that's more of our sacral chakra, and being compassionate, loving, but with boundaries, right, with ourselves, with others. Gently release that back foot, come back center, step back into down dog. Inhale will bring you forward. Exhale, lower. Up dog. Stay and breathe. Drag your hips forward more. Open up. And down dog. Very nice. From here, go ahead and drop down to all fours. And just take a gentle cat-cow real quick. Coming back into a neutral spine, so draw the low belly in. Make sure your tailbone's not over tucked, but it's not sticking to the back wall, right? Try to get back nice and long. I'm gonna take right heel to the ceiling and just take a few little pulses up, up. Starting to feel the glute engage and turn on. I've still got my core working as well. And you should definitely feel the hamstring start to turn on. 5, 4, 2, hold right here. Take your left arm forward, draw the belly in, sweep it back, see if you can catch that foot. If not, you can just hold and really work the core aspect. If you found the foot, take more of the passive stretch now. 3, 2, and release. Take a cat-cow. Neutral spine. Shoulders right over those wrists. Take the left heel, flex the foot, little tiny lift. So it's just about an inch or two up and down. Then you start to almost isolate into that left glute. Take your mind into that space. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. We can hold here. We can hold right here. Or we reach around, find the foot or ankle, spread those toes. Big stretch. And release. Cross those ankles over, pull them through and have a seat. All right, so moving into some deeper back bends here, we're gonna do, oh, time flies. We're gonna do a set of, let's just do 5 for today. So the first one, we're all gonna do wheels together. Oh, bridge. Someone out there just freaked out. Bridge. And if you wanna stick with bridge, you can do 5 bridges. Otherwise, we're going to start to move into wheel, the second or third one. And then the final one will come down into forearm wheel if you practice that, if you're comfortable with it. So take it wherever you'd like to today. You should be feeling open, your shoulders, everything's ready to go. But again, if you are uncomfortable with wheel, bridge is your friend. Also, if you have blocks and you want to play with your blocks on the wall, and you've been in studio when we've done this, go ahead and grab your blocks and get them on the edge of the wall, especially if you have trouble with the wrist lifting into wheel the first time. If you've done it in studio with us, you know what to do. Otherwise, bridge. When in doubt, bridge. So come on down. Walk your heels into your sits bones. And so again, focusing on the equanimity of this chakra. So in our bridge, I want you to feel this real strong balance between the strength, but also the openness of the chest and heart space. So take an inhale, reach those fingers down, do a slight tuck of the tailbone. And as you inhale, press the floor away, coming on up. Shimmy the shoulders beneath you, and you can even bind your hands if you enjoy that. But so I want to feel my thigh bones reach for the floor. Don't even think about lift here. Think, how hard can I press the floor away? And then take a deep breath in. Exhale. I want to bring that 3-part breath again in here. So your first inhale, take it into your low belly. Pause. The next inhale goes into the upper belly. Pause. Take one more big sip of breath. Fill your chest and hold as long as you can. Exhale, melt it down. Don't let the knees fall open. Keep the shape in your spine, but take a deep breath. Soften your face. All right, so progressing through these, if you're ready for it, we're going to wheel next. So that'll mean 3 big wheels if you want them. The second and third, we might play with a leg variation, again, if you want. You could also do the leg variation if you're in bridge. So round 2, let's hit another bridge or just our traditional wheel. Use your inhale, root the feet, press the floor away. If you're coming into your wheel and you practice wheel, go right in. If you need a little bit of assistance, we can always come to the top of our head, do a little walk back with those hands, reverse shoulder shrug, and then lift up. If you stopped breathing, you come back down. Find a space where you can breathe. Remember, this is about expansion, not closing in on ourselves. For 3, 2, and slowly release with control. Once again, don't let those knees open up just yet. Round 3, reach the fingers long. We always move through bridge first, so inhale. See how your bridge feels. If you're ready for it, you're coming back to wheel. If you want to play with a leg variation here, we're going to take left knee to chest. You can do this in your bridge as well. And extend. Root through the hands and feet. Extend through that toe for 3, 2, knee in, land first, and come down with control. Still, don't let those legs butterfly open. I know we want to take a moment, let yourself reset. Good news, you've only got 2 more. You can do this. And if you are in that space where you felt very raw before we started this, it might be getting intense. If that's you, stay here, take your hands over your heart, and again, we can, just like we can bust it open with all this, some of us are just more open in our heart chakra naturally. I'm not one of those people. I have to bust it open. If you are, that's a beautiful thing. You might need to protect yourself right here. Put your hands over your heart and hold that space. This might feel much more healing to you in this moment. So if that's you, stay here. Otherwise, we're going to come back up into bridge. So lengthen. When you're ready, we inhale. If you're moving to wheel, come on. Take your time arriving. There's never any rush in these back bends. Find your strong wheel variation or bridge. And if you want the leg variation, right knee to chest. Extend, press the floor away. Expand, 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 right? Breathe. And knee to chest. Set it down, land your bridge or wheel first, and then slowly come down. Don't let the legs fall out yet. Breathe. And so personally for myself, I've noticed since about the 2nd week of quarantine, I've completely stopped with my back bends. It's a very hard to open space for me. I don't enjoy the vulnerable feeling aspect of it. So personally, I have to get the physical side to get that emotional side coming. Not everyone's that way, so please honor your body and what you need. As I said, if we need to close that space, honor that about yourself. It's a beautiful thing. We have one more bridge your wheel. You could take that strong bridge and still hold this space, right? Otherwise, we're going to take one more wheel, and if you'd like to walk it down to forearms, we can do that as well. So, last one. With that knowledge that this is the last one, soften your heart space around that thought, like just one more. Give it your all. Make this a beautiful shape and experience for yourself. So take an inhale, bridge. You're always more than welcome to stay right here. If you're ready, we move into wheel. So get nice and strong and stable here. I like to walk the hands back. If you're coming with me into forearm wheel, I take it down one forearm at a time. Breathe into this space. Send your heart to the wall in front of you. Notice if you're resisting anywhere, breathe into that space more for 3, 2, and slowly lower down. Now we can let the soles of our feet come together, butterfly open. If you need to close that off now, close it off. If you need to let it continue to expand, arms beside you or overhead, whatever feels good. Take 5 deep cleansing breaths right here. So whatever's coming up for you, just allow it. Feel it, and we can let it go if it's unpleasant. If it's a good feeling, linger in it. Enjoy that release, that letting go. So maybe we broke down some walls there. Bringing your knees back together. Bring them into your chest. Give them a hug and gently massage your low back side to side. Using the backs of your legs to help you rock and roll. Head to tail and roll on up. Sliding yourself back. Take your legs long out in front. Remove any flesh from your sit bones. And then just nice and gently, we're going to melt forward. So now with that expansive, open heart chakra, I want you to turn it a little inward on yourself. How can you have a little more self-compassion for you, a little more love of not just the light, happy, beautiful side of you, but the dark side as well. So in those moments where you feel that low, what is your normal, typical reaction? And how can we kind of start to shift that so that you love even that version of you? You inhale, slowly roll up, and we're going to bring our right foot in with us to that left inner thigh. Kind of open into a half straddle, sit nice and tall, and turn into that right side. Reach long, take the right arm up, big side body stretch. Continue to roll open through the chest. Look past that bicep if we can. And breathe in, come on up. Slide those legs back long out in front. Take a big inhale and begin to tip forward from the pelvis. Reach, reach, reach. Spread your toes. Surrender to that fold. And as you inhale, roll it up slowly. We're pulling left foot into that inner thigh with us. Coming into kind of a half straddle, so shift kind of diagonal toward that left leg. Right arm reaches, left arm comes up and over. One more big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale will pull us out. This time we're going to slide the soles of our feet together, coming into cobbler's pose. So you can slide them a little more in toward the groin if that's comfortable. If you have blocks, you can always slide them in underneath the outer thigh if we need it. I'm going to take hands, interlace them around the outer edges of my feet. So starting, I want to sit really tall, butterfly those knees down. And again, shoulders down, expand through the collarbones. As I exhale, I'm going to begin to pull my heart forward, elbows draw back. So finding the active, strong version of this posture. Maybe you begin to drop your nose towards your toes, maybe not. Inhale, roll your up. And as you exhale, take the legs out long, wiggle them out, windshield wiper those feet. From here, you can roll back down, beginning to find your way into Shavasana. So any little twist you enjoy, maybe your body's craving a happy baby, take any, whatever, tune in and what would feel good. Personally, I love an eagle leg twist, would probably really feel good after those back bends. Just making sure whatever we do on one side, we mirror image on both sides. Once you've evened both sides out, coming back, find some stillness. You can keep your knees bent, maybe falling together feels good, or maybe take them out long, palms open beside you. Close your eyes and just take a few deep cleansing breaths right here. So if you took one little intention or tidbit from this class today, my hope for you would it be that radiant sense of well-being. So it all comes from here, right? For yourself, for others. So as you're kind of melting to the floor after that practice, just continue to let that radiant well-being, let that be your mantra. Let that begin to wash over you mentally, physically, spiritually. And we began class with that discussion about fear versus love. And so I'm going to finish reading the quote that I started with, because again, I couldn't have said it better myself. So what does the voice of fear whisper to you? Fear speaks to you in logic and reason. It assumes the language of love itself. Fear says, I want to make you safe. Love says, you are safe. Fear says, give me symbols, give me frozen images, give me something I can rely on. While loving truth says, only give me this moment. Fear would walk with you on a narrow path, promising to take you where you want to go, while love says, open your arms and fly with me. Every moment of your life, you're offered the opportunity to choose love or fear, to tread the earth or soar the heavens. As hard as it is, to stay in that place of love, to stay in that expansive place, we have to stay in the moment. Fear will take us into the future, fear will take us back to the past, but it can't tend to live in that present moment, right? Unless we're in a bad situation. But to stay in this equilibrium, it's a continual choice every day. So as you take a deep breath in, begin to spread your fingers, spread your toes. Maybe making your way onto one side, just resting comfortably for a few deep breaths. As you're ready, begin to make your way back up to a seated space, sitting tall and even. Taking one more of those 3-part breaths together. So as you inhale fully here, exhale, sigh it through the mouth softly. And then on the next top of the inhale, go just that first third. Pause. The next third. Pause. Now breathe it into your chest and hold it as long as you can. Still feeling your heart grow even here. And as you exhale, softly let it go. Circling the palms overhead on the inhale, blink the eyes open. As you exhale, they come down to your heart center. Thank you for joining me this morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope it brought that radiant sense of well-being to you. And I hope every day you make the choice, as hard as it can be. Namaste. Bye, friends. I will see you next time. Have a beautiful week.